thank you so much for watching my channel. This is Virtuous Desi. I wanted to introduce some new content that's probably going to be on another channel, but some of it will be posted on this channel as well. This is my personal channel for me to really pretty much do whatever I want. I do make playlists. If you go to my channel homepage, I do have playlists, so to kind of divide the content from health and fitness, food, and just everyday stuff, and then discussions or thoughts, kind of like I'm doing today. So what I wanted to share before I actually started posting the content was that I'm starting a worship channel, and a channel that will prayerfully help people cultivate a more intimate relationship with Jesus through instruction, through demonstrating, through showing behind the scenes of our dance ministry. I am a part of a dance ministry. I'm part of a lot of dance ministries, but the one that I had helped found, HaRuach Worship, Ruach HaKodesh. Ruach is breath of God, spirit. HaKodesh is kind of holiness, so the spirit of holiness or Holy Spirit. So that's the Hebrew, the original language of what they were communicating, or God was communicating to his people, Israel. So the reason why we're calling it HaRuach, Ha in Hebrew is just of, so Ruach, spirit, of the Spirit of God. HaRuach Worship is really about coming from a place of authority and permission from the Spirit of God, because things must be of the Spirit and by the Spirit. The Word of God says, not by might, not by power, but by my Spirit, saith the Lord. So it's also, to me, meaning not by your gifts, your skills, not your own personal motives, but by the Spirit of God only. Excuse me. So that is why it was important for us to really pray on this and make sure before we released this content that it was going to be something that we knew was coming from a place of power, of purity, and authority from the Lord. Because one of the main premises of HaRuach Worship is taking people deeper into the Lord through prayer, through worship, praise and worship, through prayer, through reading the Word of God. And it sounds so simple, and I was sharing that with one of our other founding members about how that premise can sound so simple, but really in a culture where people are leaving the church in throes, it's like, where is our intimate relationship, behind the scenes relationship with God? Because in order to grow any relationship, you have to spend time with that person, right? Even though that sounds so simple, we want to bring people the type of content, and a lot of people have been asking this for a long time, because as a praise dancer, I have a lot of people ask me to dance at their churches. They've been saying, oh, you should put it out there on YouTube. And the reason I hadn't was because, again, I wanted to make sure that I had permission from God. I was operating under his authority. Because if we're trying to take the entertainment business out of praise and worship, out of liturgical dance or praise dance, worship dance, Christian dance, then posting it out there on YouTube, we had to do it carefully, if that makes sense. So now that I feel like we're in that place, regardless of how people receive it, because if you're a pastor or a minister, you're in this constant awareness of you're completely plugged into God. You can care less about the opinion of men, and yet you have to balance an honor, to honor your brothers and sisters and honor those around you who may not be where you're at spiritually. So you have to honor where a person is spiritually, while also not really that concerned about their opinion, because you're free of the fear of man. You're just plugged in. You're doing what God's called you to do. You can still, with grace, honors your brothers and sisters. So it's that balance of what I call that that awareness. It's a level of awareness you have to have when you are in leadership or you're a minister, to kind of care and not care. You know what I'm saying? So in all of that, we're going to bring you behind the scenes content of, you know, our prayer services, our practices. We will have worship moments. We will share worship moments with you, pray with you, prophesy. It will just be interacting. We will do it live as often as we are capable of doing that. How you can support us is by liking and subscribing to this channel. I will add in, if we do actually start a separate channel to put some of that praise dance content in, I will certainly let you know. But as of right now, please like and subscribe here. If you want to see what we're having to offer to serve the body of Christ with, we are not a group of just praise dancers. We are a group of intercessors, singers. There's a lot of people that we are kind of gathering who have the same purity of heart and of mind. So thank you so much for watching. I will continue to post some things like this, instruction-wise, teaching-wise, what discussion really. I feel like YouTube is a great way of getting that content out there. So we do have other media platforms. We are on Facebook, HaRuach Worship. We're also on Instagram. I will put those somewhere here if you would like to follow us there. We post there as often as we can. So again, thank you so much for watching. God bless you. We love you. Bye. Get off of that chair. Get off of it. I said get off. Darn it. Okay. Gotta try this all over again. He's like the wind. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. He's like the wind.
Just to share with you, where we're at in all of this, and just, just to share, so